He has like 2 bodyguards, Tide and Monkey.
Yeah.
Like pop sniper.
Quap snipers, yeah. Something that can benefit from the corrosive haze still.
3 denies out of that creep wave that he pulled. So, at least underneath the tier 1 tower, KP will be fine. As long as Cuckoo can stop denying him out. There's 5 deniers in his lane in a minute and a half already.
It's going to be an interesting game. The timing is really just all about these team fights around Roche. Both teams have the ability to do it pretty easily. I like the Sniper last pick a lot. I think it was the perfect pick. You got a Rubik and a Slardar. It's perfect synergy with Sniper. You amp both sources of his damage.
SCC's actually rotating over a little bit. And they're going to try and catch out Tim's. Karka's got another crush available, which is going to let off SCCC. He's got the range as well as headshot. And looks for the last little hit. And Tim's Burrow Strike gets some range, but not enough. Not against the Sniper. So first blood gets built by Newbee. They rotated pretty heavily over for this. And now SCCC, because Karka, look at that high movement speed. He can come up for the crush, can steal the bounty rune, and by keeping the vision up on the high ground, SCC will miss once, but he won't miss the second time. Getting up the hit.
So, I mean, they've definitely sharpened their style.
Yeah, it was not a good first day. They lost to VG as well as Optic on day 1. Well, looks like Tim's caught in the tree line once more. Faith right behind him, and with Mugi prepping up the attacks, the Gale will connect. But Sam H can find the tower, but now he comes in range of the creep wave. If there's another TP support, it's Karka. In from the side, he's got the sprint, he's got the movement speed. Cuckoo's got the shallow grave. Crush 1, needs a secondary hit. Oh, yeah, she gets the shadow wave off first, then shallow grave, yes! Actually gets the return kill, thanks to
spot for TNC. I think he's their most important player.
#1 net worth. Only a little bit ahead of the Sniper, however, who is going to be able to at least deal with the Terror Blade from range. If he can keep distance from the Tiny. Mid lane, they're going in onto that Tiny. Mugi, not feeling too comfortable about this with the tree toss. It's just enough damage. Mugi probably thought he was still good in all of this. And now they go again. Crush out. Fate's got the level 2 Fate Bolt. There should be enough with one more attack and then Fate Bolt up. No, it's not. His resistance is just too good. The attack from Faith will do the work. Karka under the tower. Is that last attack?
Game, because Venomancer is going to secure the fighting grounds for his team. And it's so difficult to play heroes like Tide and Slardar that rely on blinks to initiate when you're
going
playing
up to Sam H. Tim's has to help out. The Gale will connect over on 2. Tim's trying to line up for the double burrow. He won't get it. Sam H in the tree lines. Faith's going to stay on his tail. The Plague Ward blocks him out. They need some vision. They don't see him. There it is, the assassination. SCCC can connect. It's now, okay. He actually left. Sniper went all the way back.
Yeah. I thought he was going to cancel that TP just because he wants to rotate to mid lane, which would make sense. And if he can get a kill on this Tiny, it will be 100% worth.
Well, Mugi's ready. Goes for the jump. Karka's coming in from behind. Doesn't have that sprint available just yet. Will hit the water, then finds Cuckoo. And because he went for Cuckoo, he dodges the avalanche of Armel. A secondary shrapnel and assassination. Cuckoo will shallow grave. So Mugi and Karka just have to stay with him. Hold the hand until death. And maybe Armel can do absolutely nothing. He could watch.
This is a bit weird. I don't see that very often. You do get 250 damage at level 25 as a talent, so maybe he's thinking for the future.
Thinking well far ahead. Venomancer is just thinking about the now. Really clapped up, trying to cut through the tree line. Mugi will finish him off.
There's a TB smoked.
Oh, Tim's, Raven, they're going to come in from the side. They want to get Mugi. As target #1, Thunder still available for Terrorblade. Mugi starts the TP! He actually gets damage thanks to the lift from Faith. Raven probably just needed one more attack to make this work. Now it's Faith and Karka defensive behind the tower. TP supports on the way. It's SCCC putting down the shrapnel. Tim's, he's amplified up. They need to keep the distance away, but SCCC, he needs more help. He's looking to assassinate what? He goes for Cuckoo. That's point blank range. Raven still with a double kill, sitting in the tree line.
As his team is now smoked up in the Radiant jungle, probably looking to connect on this mid tower. It's all about killing the Sniper. The Rubik popped the smoke though, and also has a sentry down for the ward they just placed on the high ground, but they did not see Tiny.
Yeah, SCCC's got to back up right now. They're way too far forward. They get a pickup already. They get the kill onto Damsel, so at least that shallow grave's taken out, but SCCC, with the Mask of Madness triggered, just dropped so quickly, and goodbye Faith. Raven, they went into the fight.
Yeah, that was very strange. I thought for sure they'd play at least a little more conservatively.
Karka has Blink, so top lane, they're going to jump in towards Sam H. Mugi just lets out the Wukong command, but Armel made his way up, so they do get the kill onto the Venomancer. Toss damage from Armel, gets the into the tier 2 tower. He's not going to burn Metamorphosis just yet, but he's got the Venomancer as the buffer.
Breaks the smoke.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gale as well as Nova. Kaka, he wants to amplify and get a bit of revenge kill, and mid lane, epicenter onto KP. He's the one that can tank through most of this. He doesn't want to burn that ultimate of his. While up on top, the Venomancer is being pushed away. KP does go down. The Venomancer solo Faith. He's got Fadebolt off cooldown. And with the corrosive haze on him, say it's going to be enough. So a 1-for-1 trade off the Venom for the Tidehunter.
Bottom though, Moogie going down.
That is, how is that part of the plan?
He just a sick reflection and just chases him down. Monkey King really can't do anything to a Terrorblade this farm, even with the Battle Fury.
Armel's jumping on mid, so he's going to take out the Slider onto the tier 2, crush and amplification. TP support's on the way from the Rubik. Cuckoo's nearby, and so is Tim's.
The TNC though.
Yep. Can TNC contest this? Maybe this is the first time that Newbee can finally use a Ravage. Raven into the Metamorphosis. They see the backline. Sam H. He gets the Nova off onto the backline. Four staffs it away. They really can't control it. Instead, it's Newbee losing Slaughter and the Rubik. TNC, they've already got one win in this tiebreaker. And if they keep playing like this, they are moving a lot closer to a second.
Yeah. If you're Newbee, you have to try and bait them in a little further and take a huge fight with Ravage and Monkey King Ultimate. It's really
coming again. Roshan's really low. Monkey King can see it. The Wukong commander's out. KP needs to pop this Ravage. He's only got 2 in range, and he's being slowly kited out. The Ravage will never come. There's no buyback available. Tim's tried to solo up against Moogie, but it won't be enough until Armel arrives to finish the job that was begun. Kaka is here. Does he just go for a YOLO play? No, it's too late. Roshan belongs to TNC. Haggis him all in the hands of the Terrors happen once again. It's an aggressive weave out from Cuckoo. So this armor starting to be stripped away from them with the tree toss. Kaka! 10 HP, another one! Oh, Savage in ramp area. And KP caught in the middle of all of it going, well, I'm looking for a big 5-man fight. They may get one now to pick up from Rubik. It's nice, but Armel, nicer. Tree toss, a little bit astray. Faith wants to keep juking it, but Raven jumping forward. Faith, stay in the fog.
Yeah. That's a DD Blink Terrorblade, by the way.
So wait for the fight. KP can't move forward. Even standing on the front lines, he's very, very cautious about doing such a thing. And Armel, this is the reason why. Pulling back into Raven with the slow KP. Well, there's Ravage number 1. Actually connects over on 3. Armel with the monkey slap. He's going to drop low, but Cuckoo, the backline medic, already there. Raven going to switch the life with his Dazzle. As Armel gets to survive, it's only going to be the Venomous Gale, so he cannot tick out from this. Just maybe not all in the same hero.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I think if you can get a BKB on Tiny, that's probably better for your composition, and that way the TB can focus solely on buildings and just...
Oh, Kaka. He does it up on Tim's. They really want to get something back here. Tim's hasn't got any kills so far, but he's still worth 350.
Not really in danger of ever like losing a team fight hard because there's no blink on Tide and you have a Dazzle, so...
Here comes the push. Armel with that Echo. With that Echo Saber just destroys the tier 3 town. So the racks have opened up. With Fadebolt and all the damage they do, they clean up the wave quite nicely. The tier
low, and you know that they're pressuring your top tower, so either make them take a fight like on your terms.
Blink, Burrow, support is nearby in the form of Kaka. Maybe you can get this jump in with a Wukong command, but the Avalanche cancelled off for half a second. Moogie needs a slap down, he couldn't get it! Wow. Kept being interrupted. Just stay away from everything you possibly can. You can get rid of the mid lane. That range is still ridiculous to attack, so Shrapnel. Got to get rid of the illusions, fortification. Slowing things down once more. They don't have the amplification. They have worked out which one is the real Raven. But as Raven has shown before, he's very willing to sunder his own teammates. There's your push back, Sam H. He got the Nova off. A lot of damage without the assassination. Sam H will not die. SCCC just wants to regenerate. The melee racks has already been taken, so everything kind of feels like a side story. But the main story was the racks going down.
Yep, that's exactly how you want to play this lineup from TNC, though. Raven just goes in for the base.
But both the Aegis and the cheese.
Yep, good play by Newbee. A huge risk, but one they had to take.
Yeah. If TNC had both Aegis and cheese, this would be almost hiding for the SK. But they need to get the initiation. That's why I think the Blink's so important. They need to be able to stop the BKBs from just instantly coming up. Kaka can at least get the crush, getting Burrow striked up as well. This is not what they needed. The Slaughter down the tier, so they could potentially screw it up. And Observer Lord for Newbee. They have the high ground vision. Here comes your jump in. Armel going after the Monkey King. He's got the Aegis Immortal, remember, and Newbee. They kind of want to fight with it. It's a 3-man crush. Kaka got it. The Ravage follow-up. Can they kill the Dazzle with the Wukong command? The stuns, they just last it forever. SamH will get the Nova. The Raven becomes the primary target. Newbee must get rid of him if they want to fight this one, but they're being forced away by the epicenter. KP just can't tank it and survive. Mugi is back to the world of the living. Raven, I can't believe he still has Sunder through all of this. He hasn't even had to use his Manta style. Sniper, caught, there goes your damage, there goes your glass cannon. Buybacks are available for Newbee. During that fight, I believe.
Met up in 30 seconds, so I'm sure they'll probably look to go again as soon as that's up.
He's setting up. It's all on the Kaka with the Yule Scepter initiation of SK. The crush, it connects on the Venomancer. A quick little veil, and, well, KP tossed back into him. He doesn't have Ravage for 13 seconds. Mugi tries to lend a stun. KP has buyback, so he will need to expend this to defend. 7 seconds till Ravage is up. The Venomancer just goes in so deep. It's Nova that gets stolen, returned by Faith all over TNC. They'll have to shallow grave and regenerate. As they just push SamH further and further away. The assassination! And CCC was able to reach him. They pushed and pushed and pushed. But they couldn't stop him. Now Mugi. BKB's up, so many Ravens. He's still got Sunder available, and the damage output. Ravens just too much. There's a Sunder swap over on KP. All the buybacks, never got the Ravage, and this looks like a done dinner. Cooked to perfection for TNC. You can buy back on the Sniper, but you've got no other real friends that can help defend this. Cuckoo Shallow Grave protected from the assassination, and there it is. GG, well played. TNC now 2 up in this tiebreaker. While the rest of the teams are bouncing around. LGD, to spoiler alert, in case you weren't watching the other stream, LGD